Here he is! Do you know what's really weird? Not having the headphones on. How are you all, man? I thought I'd start the stream without the headphones on. Give my ears a break. How's it going? How are you all? How has your week been? Talk to me. I can't hear ya. Can you hear me? Is everything good? Have we actually got it? Is it working? Oh my god. Didn't schedule it. That's the key. That's the trick. So, I was just sharing this on like Facebook and all kinds of crap. So if anybody's joining, welcome to the stream of the century. Oh god. I will be honest. I'll be 100% honest. I can't be arsed. There you go. That's my input for the week. Glasses back on. Everybody's very up and down. Do you know what? I've spoke to so many people this week who have said that they've not been having a good time. What is going on? Like everybody in the comments. Paula, terrible week. Penny, up and down. Mark, brain zaps. You still can't get a good breath, Susie. Yeah, what's going on, man? I had a bit of, I don't know whether it was vertigo or just a weird dizzy day on Tuesday. It was horrible. Couldn't shake it. I had a weird wobble in the morning. Just sitting watching TV, and then, as we do, just thinking about it constantly, all day. Why is my phone going off tonight? Leave me alone. I'm busy. So, alright James, how you doing? So this week I thought, winter blues. I thought it would be nice to talk about, what people use as motivation, to lift themselves up, and because this crap that we're in, I've been in this for 14 years now, and it is hard finding the motivation or being inspired to just keep trying. You know what I mean? To what is it that spurs us on? Because we know that we can get past this, but when you keep getting knocked down time and time again, what is it? I want to know what people use to make them want to go out the house. What is it that spurs you on? Is it wanting to do better for somebody else? Is it if you got dreams of your own? You know what I mean? That's what I want to hear, because I want other people, because there might be people listening now that don't have that motivation. So the idea is are we getting lag? Can somebody tell me if we're getting lag? Because I'm getting a skipped frame warning. Don't start me off. There might be people watching that don't have that motivation, or they're really struggling to find what it is that gets them fired up. And it might be beneficial to share what other people use. I don't know if this makes any sense. Also, with a view to goals that people have, what are you aiming to achieve? Is beating anxiety the only thing that you're focusing on? Or do you have bigger dreams? You know what I mean? It's buffering for a few people. Jesus. It's going to be one of them days. I feel like I'm buffering. That's what it is. It's me that's buffering. Tough. We're keeping the buffer. So that's what I was hoping for. Oh, I've just realised something. If anybody's trying to call the number on screen, you won't get through. Because guess what? I haven't got Skype open. So, it's going to lag. Alright, bear with me. Trust me, it's going to lag. So that's the idea. Is to learn what other people, what spurs other people on. How many times have I said it? Quite a few. Guilt and self-loathing keeps me from not getting out of the house. I want to put a positive spin on this. What do people use? Wanting to be normal. No lagging. This is good. I don't know. I've had a mad day today, man. I've been here, there, and freaking everywhere. But I have made another video. I did an exposure therapy video today. And I was going to put it on today. I've edited it. Try saying that. edited it all, and it's ready to go on. But I obviously wasn't going to put it on. I wasn't going to put it on today because of this, so I'll put it on either after this or tomorrow. Gemma's here. Good. Family motivates you. Yeah, same. Like for me, like, because I've got my 12-year-old daughter live with me, and like that does motivate me, but it only gets me to a point. I feel that I need, or I have these other things. Like I go through these phases where I'll really focus on something, and that'll become my goal. But then when you reach that goal, what happens? That's what I want to know. Like when you reach that goal, my phone's still vibrating. Enjoy life with a thumbs up. That's it. That's what it's all about. But what do we need to do to enjoy life? Like, because containment, not reacting to symptoms. Yeah, that's... But see, all this is about anxiety. Is that all we're living for? That's the message that I'm trying to get across here. Is that all we are living for now? To beat anxiety. I don't want to be known as the guy that beat anxiety. And I'm sure you people don't want to be remembered for being the woman or the bloke who beat anxiety. Yeah, I mean, that's a massive thing. But I would rather be remembered for, I don't know, something, I don't know, having a good life. That's what I'd rather be remembered for. The guy that frickin' enjoyed himself. You know what I mean? I can't read the comments now. I've took my glasses off. It's over. So there's no point commenting. Somebody call me and tell me what it is that gets them out of bed every morning. Besides an alarm clock. That's what I want to know. What do people use? Because I have something at the moment, but I'm not sharing that because I want to hear other people talk about it. You deal with anxiety. It's hard. You find it harder to have your daughter because you feel you let her down. Yeah, it's tough, man. It is hard. It is really hard. But you can't think like that, man. Like, I have my daughter, and there's things that I'm sure that she would like to do that I just don't attempt to do. You know, to take her, like, going theme parks or freaking shopping and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't take her doing that, but I guess what I do, I make sure her clothes are washed. I make sure she's got food on the table and a roof over her head. You know what I mean? That's more important at the end of the day. That's what I think. This is commitment. Who's committing to what? Oh, put your phone on 4G on a hospital windowsill the other side of the room, Bluetooth tethering internet to a Samsung tablet. Jesus. Well done. You win the prize for most dedicated listener this week. Hi, it's Rebecca from the Anxiety Forum. One day you might make a difference to the world. Yes, 100%. You will. You will. Yeah, nice one, Mark. Somebody call me, because I wasn't in the mood to do this today. I've already admitted that. I was not in the mood to do this today. I don't know why. It's been a weird week. I'll run you through my week then, because nobody's calling yet. Numbers on screen. If you're in the UK, it's 0121 318 6180. If you're in America, I think you use 011 first. I'm going to throw my phone. If the window was open, it would be out. 1 second. If you're in America, 011 44121 318 6180. And give me a call. So my week, I don't know, I started feeling weird at the weekend, man. Just a bit deflated. Hence the motivation thing, because I need motivating. But then I don't, because I have something that's motivating me. It's just, I don't know. I'm talking crap. This is what happens when you leave me to my own devices. And then, like the start of the week, I do the school run and that, and it just knackers me because I'm not used to getting up early in the morning. And then I get into the pattern. But then Tuesday I had that dizzy thing, and it was so weird. So I haven't been active on the group, like on the Facebook group. I don't know since when. Since like Saturday was the last time I was active on there, which isn't that long ago, but I suppose it is for me, because I'm usually on there quite a bit. And then I had the dizzy thing on Tuesday morning, and it just stuck with me. Could not stop thinking about it until like late Tuesday evening. And then I started getting messages off people, which was really mad. And they're saying, "How are you?" And I'm just saying, "Oh, I've had a bit of a naff week." And then they say, "Me too." And it's crazy. Like, we all seem to go through this pattern at the same time, which is weird. But the only way that I seem to be able to lift myself out of it is by getting out of the house. Because with me, like, that's my issue. Like, yes, I have anxiety a lot of the time. I'll never say 24/7 because it isn't. But I don't know what I was going to say because I just read a comment. Yeah, I have anxiety, but it's not 24/7. But it's often, you know what I mean? It's often enough. I just feel it at random times when I'm at home doing whatever. Like, I could be sitting watching TV and it'll just appear. But the main trigger for me is like going out. But the reason that I don't feel it so crazy all the time is because I don't go out. So when I do go out, oh my god, this is so difficult. When I do go out, it becomes an issue, becomes a major issue. And that's why I do the videos and stuff, because it helps me remember, like, when I've been out and done something and see that I can actually do it. Like, that's why I record the videos. So yes, people might benefit from watching them, but I do as well. Like, that's the thing. That was the reason that I started doing them in the first place, was so I had something to look back on to see. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. I didn't die when I tried to do that once. We have a caller. Don't know how this is going to go. Oh, bear with me. Hello.
Alright, Bill.
How you doing? Who's this?
It's Headwork.
Alright, how you doing, mate?
Not too bad, mate.
Spoke to you last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. I just thought I'd share a funny story with you guys.
Please do. Save me.
Because I don't go out.
Mm-hmm.
I only go out at night to the shop and then back. I'll do everything else online.
Yeah, same.
Here's a
pretty
story.
much.
I document, like, in short, like, bursts of each day.
Yeah.
On a text document.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 5th of November, which is not that long ago, really.
Yeah.
When I got up, I passed out next to the cat
Right.
tray,
Mm-hmm.
and then woke up with my face in the cat tray.
Nice. Was it
Yeah.
clean? Not
No.
your face, the tray.
My face was clean, but the tray wasn't. So obviously, then ultimately, my face ended up kind of similar to the cat tray.
That's nice, man. That is
Yeah,
a nice
so,
story.
You know, some days are good and some days are bad.
That's it.
I mean, I just thought I'd share that funny story because you know, when you actually
Wow.
think that things couldn't get any worse,
Oh, they always do.
they can.
Yeah.
If you end up with your face in the cat tray
Mm-hmm.
with you know, urine and ammonia and you know, the excretion that they dish out,
It's pleasant.
and then you have to sort of rush to the bathroom and
Yeah.
scrub your face, and then you know, think, God, this is as bad as it gets.
And then
Yeah, you've got to document that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's why I started doing the videos ages ago. It was just so I could keep track, you know, if I could walk to my local shop or whatever, I'd have physical evidence that I'd done it before. Always spurred me on.
I think it's good for people to document every day. Like, even if it's just
Keep
a
a
short
journal.
statement. You might just write down depression or paranoid depression or whatever. It's good to just put little bullet points in, because that day for me was like a low point.
Yeah.
I passed out because good question.
I was just going to say I didn't know if you wanted to answer it or not.
What happens is if you smoke and drink too much and so on
I was going
and
to
so
say
forth,
yeah.
you tend to wake up, and then you start coughing, and then you sort of like get dizzy, and then you sort of hit the ground quickly. But I hit the ground in the wrong place, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I sort of swooped to the side, but I did, and I sort of woke up, and I had like bits of cat litter in my mouth, and
Am I allowed to
all
smile?
over my face, and
Oh,
God, it was
dear.
awful.
So it was
But
it was because of something. It wasn't because of anxiety that you passed out.
That's a good question.
I want you to say no, because otherwise people are going to be triggered.
If you're getting this sort of like circle routine, what tends to happen is, from what I've discovered from my doctor and various other people, is that you can get withdrawals if you sort of like you're trying to sleep, you just want to sleep. You know, it's like that Manic Street Preacher song where it says, "I live to war, I live to sleep," or something like that. I think it's called "I live to sleep."
No idea.
And so, like, you know, for people that are really depressed or anxious, they, you know, being asleep is a lot easier, right?
Yeah. Well,
because you can dream it out. And,
numbs it.
You know,
if you're asleep, you
away,
can't think.
You know, you can only sleep for so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, obviously you have to get up and go through the same drill, and it's like, I mean, like you got your kids around you and your wife and et cetera, et cetera.
Wife?
My kids live in Wales, which is like 300 miles away, 250 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even kids anymore. They're, you know, 25, 28, 29, whatever. And but my daughter is autistic, so you know, she lives in one of them kind of home things where she's not even allowed to cook on her own.
Yeah.
So I don't even get to see them, don't even get to speak to them anymore. So it's not really, you know, other than 2 cats that I look after. But you know,
and share a litter tray with.
It's weird. It's weird because as much as I don't think I should, it's anxiety and depression is a very strange phenomena. I believe. I will not take any medication.
Right.
I won't touch it.
Yeah.
I've done it in the past. They put me on quetiapine for Seroquel.
That's an antipsychotic, isn't it?
Yeah, and it turned me into, like, you know, it didn't do me any favors. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And
what was that prescribed for? Not anxiety.
Well, you know, I just said I wanted to be knocked out, you know. And it's not really. I would rather smoke, you know, the green personally. I don't even do that now.
No, me neither.
So yeah, but you know, if you've been doing it since you're 14 and you're 48 years of age, you know, it's kind of like.
You started smoking it when you were 14. Let's go down that.
Yeah.
So did I.
It never did me any harm. Let's put it that way.
I think it did me.
If I did it, I got some on the 17th of November, and then like for 4 days I was paranoid depression, and that's never happened to me in my lifetime anyway.
Right.
I'm nearly 50, so all I'm saying is, like, when you know, like 5th of November, it seems like a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
When you wake up for your face in a cat tray, you got to ask yourself some questions, right?
Yeah, too right. Yeah.
You know, and I was watching, and the thing I called up was last night. I was watching on YouTube a bunch of homeless people, you know, homeless documentaries, you know, like in London and so on and so forth. There's loads of them on YouTube. And I thought to myself, how fucking lucky am I?
Yeah.
How lucky am I? I've got a place to live in.
Yeah, exactly. There's always somebody worse off, man.
It totally threw me.
Yeah.
It totally threw me, and I couldn't help but think, maybe sometimes when you're anxious or depressed, you should really watch stuff of people that are in so much worse of a position than you are yourself. Because you could be the next person, you could be one of them at some point.
Of course. Yeah, anybody could.
You know?
Don't take now for granted.
Exactly. And I know it's really hard for people to get their head around. And it's, you know, I've spent since 24th of May in a psychotic episode, if you like. You know, sink. You know, under the ship has sunk, and I'm swimming for my life. You know, trying to get back to shore with one oar. One oar's better than none, though, right? And yeah, I just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in. So
whereabouts are you now? Like what?
I live in Milton Keynes, mate.
No, I mean, what mental state are you in now? You're stable? You're doing okay?
You know, you can. Well, you only take it like 10
one day at a time.
Each day, yeah, exactly. Never think about tomorrow because it may never happen. That's my attitude.
Yeah.
Well, listen, dude. I know. It sort of sounds like I'm sort of doing well. Obviously, I'm not doing well, no more than you are, or anyone else that's listening to this stream. But you know, that's always been my.
Do you get any like professional help? Any talking therapies? Anything like that?
No, because I'm an agoraphobic, so I will not. You know.
So the NHS, because I tried to get CBT the latest time that I did it was probably a couple of years ago, but they wouldn't come and see me at home. So
Right.
the only way for me to go and do it was to go and do it, which I know is what you're supposed to do. But when you're
What about the latest? Because now they're supposed to be dishing it out, and they medical.
no idea. I haven't tried for a while.
Yeah.
Don't know, man.
Yeah, but there's certain stipulations, which is like things like, you have to be, they're not just going to give it to your average stoner,
Right.
But apparently, I won't do any SSRIs or Prozac, or I won't touch that. The only thing that I sort of like, maybe sometimes, are okay with is something like Valium or whatever.
Yeah.
But basically, you might as well just, like, most people self-medicate, as you well know. And, it's sometimes easier to just go through the pain.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be.
But I suppose it depends on what the situation is, doesn't it? Yeah, because medication does.
If you're literally on your own and you've got no one to talk to, not even friends anymore. I mean, I was in a band, so I had quite a bit of, interaction with multiple people. And so, if you're literally on your own and the only two people that you can talk to are cats, they don't understand a word you say.
Yeah.
Except for fuck off. They understand that. Sorry to be.
That's all right. First curse word of the show.
That is the bottom line. They understand the sound of tin cans and forks on it, that kind of thing. You just gotta. I know it's like so patronising for me to say this as well.
Go on.
But you've got to go through the mill.
I
call it going through the grinder. So I just thought.
Yeah, sometimes you have to reach rock bottom, man.
Yeah, you have to, because there's only one way that you can go from there, which is up. So
yeah.
I mean, I was offered. My mum phoned me the other day. She said, "Do you want to come out today?"
Yeah.
To go for a meal on that, and I was like, "No, I can't do it."
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's difficult. So what are you completely housebound?
Yeah, absolutely. Might as well have a lock and chain on my ankles.
And when was the last time you attempted to go out?
Well, I've been out, but I only go out about 10 to 10.
Yeah.
To go to the shop, which is only 30 seconds away, and then get whatever I need, and then I'm out of there.
So what's the difference? What's the difference? Is it the people? Is it because it's quieter? Is it because you can't be seen?
Zone, don't you?
Yeah.
Your comfort zone, pal. I'm sure you've got your own little.
Yeah. I
call it the bubble.
I was just trying to establish why is it comfortable in the dark? Is that a safety thing?
That's an interesting. Good. I'm glad you raised that as well, because that's the other thing that happens. You tend to shut all the curtains.
Yeah.
Pull the blinds down. You turn the lights off, and you live in the dark.
Yeah, I spent Tuesday with the curtains shut the whole day.
Yeah.
So you're not alone.
It's so weird.
But what? I'm not saying. But what freaking difference does that make having the curtains shut? None whatsoever. I'm guilty of doing it as well.
When was the last time you went on holiday?
A couple of years ago.
See, I've only been on holiday I didn't go on holiday for about 20 years.
Yeah.
And then I went on holiday 5 times in the last 5 years. All paid for by other people, of course. Admirers. And that was a stress and a half, just being in the airports, getting on the plane. I didn't care about, the plane, crashing or anything. I didn't care about that.
It's being trapped on the plane.
It was just like being surrounded by all these...
Not being able to get off when you want.
Yeah, basically.
I've never been abroad,
but when you get there, when you finally get there, it's so enlightening. You can do what you want and you can express yourself, and it's great.
Yeah.
So I would recommend that to people as well. If you can get through that little initial barrier and you can get to another destination, it's all good.
Yeah, when I used to go, because I've only ever been on holiday in the UK, but when I used to do that, I'd feel so much better when I was there. I don't know what it was, whether it was because I knew that people wouldn't recognise me or what, I don't know.
Yeah.
but I would always feel so much more relaxed.
Well, I went to Fuerteventura.
Oh yeah, Canaries.
One of the oldest Canary islands.
Yeah.
And Wales is kind of cool as well.
Love Wales, man.
That kind of more like green sort of cold. But yeah, basically, all I'm saying is like sometimes you just gotta step your game up, and it's hard as fuck, man. It really is.
It is.
But when you do it, it's like jumping over a wall. Once you get to the other side, you can see.
Yeah, because you don't know what it feels like to get there until you get there.
Don't. And then the fear of you can look at the wall and just go, I'm not going to jump it.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. But then once you get over the other side, if you can find the bottle to do it,
mm-hmm.
I'm talking, sort of like metaphorically.
Yeah.
Then you see what's on the other side.
Yeah, what would you rather be scared of? Would you rather be scared of living a life without doing anything? Or would you rather be scared of maybe something might go bad, but maybe it doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And maybe something could go bad before you've even jumped over the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, my luck.
Nice
twist me ankle.
Bill.
Yeah, man, always good to talk to you. Thanks for the call. Watch out for that cat litter tray, man. You want to move that?
I won't be diving on the floor anywhere near it anytime.
Stay away, man.
All right, cheers, bud.
All right, mate. Speak to you in a bit.
Take care, mate.
Ta-ra, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody asked many questions. It's always good to hear from that young man. That's twice he's called in. You can call in again if you've called in before. Anthony, can I call in? Yeah, of course you can, man. Of course you can. The topic is, like, we're talking about motivation, like what motivates you. What gets your juices flowing. Ah, man. Yeah, David, that is the topic, but we were just talking about falling into cat litter trays. Something to talk about, innit? Anxious people like to be invisible. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. So what I want to talk about is, like, what is people's motivation and what are their goals, but what steps are they taking to get towards the goal, or are you just expecting to wake up one day and you've reached the goal? You know what I mean? Like, what steps are you taking? Like, for me personally, like, my goal, I guess, is to go abroad. Like, that's one of my main goals. Anthony, just call anyway, man. It don't matter what you want to talk about. We don't have to talk about motivation. It's just on screen. You call, mate. We'll talk about whatever you want. Anything. As long as it's loosely related to mental health, I guess. Don't leave me talking for 2 hours, man. So, yeah, like I'm taking these small steps, like going out. Not every day. Because life gets in the way sometimes, you know? Like, I have work to do. I have a child to look after. Things are happening. Like, you can't just go out and make exposure therapy the be-all and end-all of everything. You gotta keep things in check. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody's calling. Hello.
Hello.
Who's this? Whoever it was has disappeared. It's the first time we've ever had that. Now, did they get nervous? Or did they not want to talk? What was that about? Yeah, man. Cool. I feel that it's going to get like this. Like, the stream is going to get like this. I need to be more motivated. I've got no spring in my step this week, even though I'm sitting down. Whoa, it just went silent for a second. I don't know what's going on, man. On a positive note, I don't feel that bad. I just don't feel like I haven't got that buzz that I usually have. I don't know why. Because I'm questioning too much as to whether people are actually even bothered about this. Like, it's been bugging me all week. I don't know why. Golden Goldilocks is nervous to call, but would like to. Right, here's my tip if you want to do it. Just turn your TV off or whatever you're watching it on your phone or anything. And just dial the number and just call and just, like, forget that it's... Like, nobody can see you anyway. You don't even have to say your name. Just call, talk to me, and then hang up, and then it's forgotten. It's out there. In the universe. Tired. Is that tired as me, a question of me being tired? Am I tired? I think I'm tired. I think I'm always tired. Like, my sleep pattern's a bit messed up at the minute. And here's another thing that I shouldn't mention, but I got a batch of CBD like maybe 2 days ago. And because I haven't had any for a bit, I've been really vaping shit tons of CBD for the last like 48 hours. So maybe that's got something to do with it. Somebody's calling. God damn it. Good evening.
Hi mate, how you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Who's this?
It's Anthony.
Alright, mate. You called.
Yeah.
Good man.
I just went into the car. It's a bit more private to have this sort of conversation. But
Right.
yeah, I love your show. I've been following you for a while now. I really like your videos, and
Thank you, man.
especially recently, some of them have really helped. Do you want me to explain a bit about sort of my issues, my background?
Yeah, carry on.
Like that?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm 34.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in the city in the sort of the stock market industry for about 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And one day my body just went bang at my desk. Didn't have a clue what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the 18th or 20th floor at the time. I couldn't get in a lift to go down.
Yeah.
A lot of my job before was taking clients out in the evening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where it then become an issue where I felt trapped because
Mm-hmm.
I could never leave a pub before my client left.
Yeah, of course.
Then I was trying to battle through that, but wanting to sort of run away and leave and not understand what's going on, etc. Blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about 2 years, I couldn't get on a tube. I couldn't go in a supermarket. I couldn't get on a cab. I couldn't do anything. But just for some reason, I just sort of battled through it because I had rent to pay, bills, all this sort of stuff. Then I sort of went to the doctor about a year later. Gave me some sertraline or antidepressants. Then sort of probably for about 3 years was in and out of work, not being able to cope with it, started a new company, started a new company and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Then probably the last 3 years the last 3 years probably been the most difficult time for me. So
right, okay.
This is sort of 3 years in, I sort of dealt with it the best I could. But the last 3 years has probably been the hardest for me. I was in a very toxic relationship that I eventually got married, and my anxiety and depression got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
To the point where I couldn't go to work again. Then had issues on the train and stuff like that. So I sort of got better for a while, then it got worse.
Yeah.
And then, and I'd say, then not being able to work then caused a breakdown in my relationship. Sort of threw my missus out at the time just because I couldn't deal with everything, plus her being on my case every so often. Then went and seeked and got professional advice or therapists. They recommended certain psychiatrists. They gave me certain medication. Then probably this year was my lowest point at the beginning of the year. Moved back with my parents,
right?
Because I wasn't working, I couldn't afford to pay for the house, and so on. Then probably got into the best shape of my life physically. Then I went on holiday. Then I tried to rekindle my marriage and so on. Even though we was living separately. Then things were going great in terms of myself. Then I went on holiday in September, which I haven't been on holiday for a couple of years because of my anxiety and stuff like that. Then while on holiday, I was having panic attacks every day.
Right.
I was Googling how can I drive home from Spain? Can I rent a car so I don't have to get on the plane? Got some Valium, got on the plane, got back. Since then, my anxiety's been through the roof. I've had trouble eating. I can't swallow. I don't know if you've ever had this before.
Yeah. It's quite a common thing, I think.
Yeah, just when I go to eat, I go to swallow, but then it sort of hits the brakes on, and then I sort of I'm having panic attacks every day.
Right.
I'm anxious 24/7.
So what's
and
yeah, go on, sorry.
I can't really leave the house. So I'm trying to do some exposure stuff where I walk to the top of my road, stand there until my anxiety comes down, then rush home.
No, you
then do
rush
the same
home.
Again. Yeah.
You don't want to rush home.
Then do the same. I know. I'm sort of. Then I'm doing the same again. Then letting it go down, and I'm sitting on a bench for like 20 minutes, and then I walk home. And then my partner again is still sort of in the picture, where I said, look, I can't go to any events that you're planning. I can't get there. I can't get to see you. I can't do this and this. And then last week I was driving half the way home, which is what I've been able to drive half sort of the way. And then back, and I'll keep doing that every day. So I drove about half the way home. As I got sort of nearly half the way there, I had a massive panic attack.
Right.
In terms of, for some reason, I was crying. I couldn't see anything. I was burning up, shaking. And then I had to then go. I had some Valium on me, so I wanted to take half of one of those, just because it was so powerful, so strong. But then I bought a drink, but then couldn't swallow. So then I started driving back home with her in the car. She was then worrying about how is she going to get home. She's going to have to get a train now, which is going to take her half an hour. Didn't give me any help. So again, I felt very alone doing it by myself. Then the panic attack lasted probably about 3 hours, even though I took only 2 milligrams of Valium, but I don't like to take it, but only in emergencies. And then, this is the situation I'm in at the moment. My motivation is I've got a job left open to me until the new year.
Right.
Which at the moment I can't see myself getting there whatsoever. I've applied for a part-time job, but again, just walking to the shop is terrifying. Once I'm in the shop, because I know some of the people in there, I feel a bit more comfortable. And then walking back again is terrifying again. If I drive to the shop, it's easier than walking there.
Okay.
But so this is the sort of situation at the moment. In motivational wise, I want to get back to living a normal life, jump in your car and going for a drive, or jumping in your car and going for a drive to meet someone in a pub or
Mm-hmm.
all this sort of stuff. But it's getting in the car, anxious all the way there.
So what is it with? It's unusual for like. Well, it's foreign for me to understand. Like you struggle walking to the shop, but you'd be all right when you're in the shop because there's people there. So is it a fear of something happening to you when you're on your own?
If I go to like a supermarket, I'm really anxious and I'm panicking a little bit. On this one particular shop, because I know 4 people that work there,
Mm-hmm.
I feel quite comfortable because...
Why? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Why? Why do you feel comfortable?
I don't know, they just make me feel okay.
What do they do?
They're just friendly, positive, happy to see me, giving good vibes. You know?
It's just it's interesting. Like if you could go somewhere else where, I don't know. It's just that's different. That's different. Like why would you be panicking on the way to the shop? What are you thinking about that's making you panic on the way to the shop? What's the scary thoughts? What's the trigger?
Yeah. So what I've noticed is, let's say anxiety 5 is bad, borderline panic, and 0 calm, relaxed. When my anxiety hits a 4, I have a phobia of being sick that comes in, but that stems from a child trauma.
Yeah.
From when I was born. So apparently I've seen a lot of psychiatrists and they say trauma can affect certain things later on in life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've got that, but I think it's just the uneasiness of just being out, and when I'm getting a little bit better, it doesn't sound it, but then a month ago it would, it's being around people, i.e. a high street or something. There's no place I can run away and hide.
Okay.
So I've recognised that I want to run away and hide, or
I
look for an exit, I look for where the bath toilet is, or I look for all these certain things. But it's really only, I had this about 7 years ago, like this, with the pub thing, the train thing. And then since I went on holiday, it's come back 10 times worse, to the point where I can't go anywhere, i.e. it's Christmas time, everyone's going out for drinks, all this sort of stuff. I went to Nando's the other day, I lasted 20 minutes. I had to get out. I went to the cinema, which I drove there and parked like outside. And then halfway through the film, I had to go and sit in the car for 10 minutes, and then I went back in again.
Yeah.
But the first half of the film was uncomfortable, so I'm trying to...
That should be a massive... You should be, like, taking positives from that. The fact that you went back in there, that's... You got to stop being so hard on yourself, man. It sounds like you're...
Yeah, I think...
You know?
I think I'm beating myself up a lot because I just want to be... I don't know, let's say I bought you a Ferrari and it's outside and it's...
Wait, let me go and check. You're not joking, are you? Go on.
but that person would be happy to go out and drive that car and be in the sun and go to the
Algarve.
In a beer garden, like that.
Yeah.
But I can't. For me, it's sitting in, worrying about going out. Going out is hard. Walking out. Like I'm just trying to do whatever I can to try and learn. And if there's anything that you can advise or you can give me and I can learn from, then I want to take everything on board.
I think the main thing that I pick up from you is that you're too hard on yourself. Definitely, like the fact that you went to the cinema, you sat halfway through it and then you went out just for 10 minutes and then went back in. Like there's been times where I've gone to the cinema with a view to going to watch a movie and just not even bothering attempting to. So, like you're perhaps further ahead than you think you are. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think my relationship, for me, I've knocked it on the head because let's say the roles were reversed and you was driving, I was in a relationship with you and you was driving me halfway home, and then you had a massive panic attack
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't personally. I don't know if I'm wrong, but personally, I wouldn't then. While you're having this panic attack where you can't see, you're shaking, you've got the aircon on full, and I wouldn't then say, oh, how am I going to get home? I would.
Yeah, but there's only one reason. There's only one reason you wouldn't say that, and that's because you know what it feels like. Innit?
Okay.
That's my opinion. Because if it was the other way round and you'd never experienced it, then you would perhaps say the same thing. Because it's impossible for partners and anybody that hasn't experienced it to know what it feels like. So, of course, they're thinking of themselves because they don't see that you're in any danger. Like, you're just sitting...
But even though they can see the uncomfortableness...
Yeah, but that's... Somebody looking uncomfortable doesn't mean they're in any danger. Like, that's the reality is that you were just having a panic attack. That's it. Like, you weren't in any danger, so she was not concerned. If you'd have been, like, clutching your chest and jumping out the car, rolling around, you know what I mean? Then maybe. But because it's impossible for them to see your discomfort, apart from the fact that you're fidgeting, but people fidget, you know? It's impossible.
Yeah. But then what do you class a panic attack is because I'm anxious where I'm sitting indoors and I'm like 100% tense.
Same.
And I'm like trying to push it down to not go into a panic attack. But when personally
So there's the thing. Stop trying to push it down to not be a panic attack, because you're fearing. Like, this is the big thing: is you're fearing having that panic attack, which is making you tense up, which is making you sit there, concentrate on it, trying to fend off the panic. So you're doing whatever you can to try and stop the panic attack, when the reality is that it doesn't matter if you have it or not, because it ain't going to make no difference, because you ain't going to die from it. It's going to pass. So just accept that if it's going to be a panic attack, let it be a panic attack. And then once you've had the panic attack, you'll be alright.
Yeah, but the panic attack for me personally is...
It's horrific. It's horrific.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, it's the worst thing. Man, I've had so many panic attacks. So many. It's ridiculous. I don't like them.
And they last about an hour to maybe 2 hours.
Well, yeah, the after effects can.
It lasts about an hour, and then it comes down.
Yeah. So you would have the initial rush of adrenaline, and you'll have all the spike in the symptoms, the sensations, the numbness, the tingling, the sweating, the shaking, the rapid heart, the shallow breathing, all the normal stuff that you'll have with a panic attack. And you've got the adrenaline rushing, and you feel like you're going insane, crazy, and you're going to die. But you don't. It passes. It always passes. There's only so much adrenaline that can come into your system. There's only so much that your body can frickin' handle. And then it'll just stop producing, and you'll start relaxing. That's the way that it works, man. Every time. Guaranteed. Nobody ever died from a panic attack. Ever.
No, and you're exhausted after.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, of course. Of course. Like, the reason I don't talk about this stuff, because it's like I've had that many panic attacks, and I still have them now, and I'm not saying that I like them. I fucking hate them. They're horrible. But I don't sit there like terrified of them happening anymore, because I know I've had that many that, like, there comes a point when it's just like, whatever, I'll have one. Sometimes if I feel like an underlying anxiety for a few days, I would rather have a panic attack to just shut it down, and then it's out of the system.
Yeah,
instead of just constantly thinking about it.
Yeah, because where my anxiety's so high, and I want it to come down, I don't want it to go up either.
Yeah.
I'm on that borderline of having one or sitting at like a 4 for hours.
Yeah, because you're constantly thinking about it, and because you don't want it to come. You don't want the panic to come. And that's the problem.
No.
Which sounds stupid. It sounds stupid. None of us want the panic attack to come, of course. But when you sit there being terrified of it, then that's what's just it's keeping the anxiety. That's what you're anxious about, having another panic attack. Of course, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So when you lose the fear of having a panic attack because a panic attack can't kill you, that's the answer.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to say it, but I still sit here like
No.
I don't want to have a panic attack.
Because I've also found that it's stopping me from doing things too far away or X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I've noticed. What I was doing quite well was I was having my panic attack symptoms were coming on, but it wasn't a full blown one. But my swallowing was going.
Mm-hmm.
I was uneasy. I wasn't concentrating. Like while driving somewhere, for example, it wasn't full blown. I had to pull over and sit in the car for like 40 minutes before I can even think about going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's getting near there, what I used to do is I used to drive 100 miles an hour just to get home.
Right.
But then what I've tried to do is
putting yourself in real danger. Putting yourself in real danger.
Yeah, but like even if the traffic light went red or someone's doing 20 and a 30, I'm thinking, move, in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the light goes red, I'm thinking, go green.
Mm-hmm.
But then what I've then tried to do is, if I rush home 100 mile an hour, yes, I'm hitting myself and others in danger, but not literally 100, but you know what I mean. But then
98.
if I have a panic attack, if I go home or if I sit in the car in a side street where no one's around, there isn't any difference.
No, exactly.
So that's
still
what
you.
Started to notice.
Yeah, it's still you. It's still your body. Still your brain. Still your thoughts. Still the same oxygen that you were breathing when you were freaking out. Nothing's changed. It's just your mindset has changed. That's the only difference.
Yeah, but then if I'm out in the middle of a high street and it's busy and I'm starting to have a panic attack, I am frightened of that.
Yeah.
Because I can't go and hide anywhere.
Mm-hmm. But what are you hiding from? Yourself.
When I do have a panic attack, sometimes my phobia of, which I have a phobia quite badly, of being sick, which I never have. But then I think, if I'm, like when I used to get the train, I used to be really anxious on the train. I used to think, if I am ill, where can I go and do that?
Yeah.
I never am. But this thing just comes in my head when I hit like a 4 or 5 anxiety level, and then 5 and 6 being panic attack. When I hit a 4, it comes in.
What's a 10 then? What's a 10?
No,
people...
so I'm only...
What's your scale go up to?
Basically, I've got like a form, like what I fill out. So
right.
0 being calm and 5 being like starting to have a panic attack or have a panic attack.
Right.
And then I write down my like emotions, my feelings, my thoughts, because what I understand is you get a lot of distorted thoughts, i.e. things that you think, what I've noticed that isn't going to happen, but they come in certain levels. So when I hit a 4, my phobia of the sick thing comes in. When I come down after my panic attack, so from like 5 down to 3, I get a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-worthlessness, a lot of X, Y, and Z. So by doing this pot form from 0 to 5, when 0 is a pot with cold water in it and 5 is a pot with it boiling over, from doing that every other day or every day, I've started to notice certain distorted thoughts coming in which don't happen.
Are you doing that? Are you doing that with a therapist? Is it part of CBT or?
No, I've done CBT. It's just part of. I got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, so it's part of that.
Yeah.
But it really helps, and then I can work out what my emotions are doing, what's going on.
Yeah.
But on the motivation topic, what you got is...
Thanks. What a segue. Bloody spot on, man.
But I want to be able to go out and feel okay about how I used to. Like, before September, I was anxious and I was depressed and I had all these problems, but I used to be able to jump in the car and go somewhere and see someone.
Yeah.
So So on a motivational thing, what can I do? And I want to get back into work, and I haven't lived with my parents for 12 years. I want to be able to move out again and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So on the motivational side, what would you recommend? How is it going? I don't know. This is where I want to get to.
It's the same. It's the same. It's breaking it down into the smallest possible steps. That's what I would do. So whatever your goal is, just work towards it, but just break it back. Like if it means, I don't know, like looking part-time job is a thing, but at the moment you can't even walk to the shop. So I would just break it down to that and get comfortable with just being out of the house, being on your own, being around people, like random people, and just break it down to doing stuff like that. That's where I'd start with it. Well, that's what I'm doing myself, so.
Okay, so again, what I keep doing is being extremely hard on myself, but again, going to the top of the road, staying there until my anxiety comes down. Then sitting there.
You've got to
half an hour.
start to understand that a panic attack isn't going to hurt you. So stop trying to run away from it, because it doesn't matter where you are when you have a panic attack. The same cycle is gonna happen. Because have you panicked at home before?
Yeah, not as much, but a few times where I've had to go into the bathroom and like splash myself with cold water and all that sort of stuff, and and then but not. It seems to be more happening in the middle of two places. For some reason, when I'm halfway, it's a problem. Because I'm halfway from there and I'm halfway from there. And my mind is...
So it's the furthest point from like a safe zone. That's what it appears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even though I'm safe in my car...
Yeah.
But my head doesn't think it's as safe in my car as it is at home.
It's because anxiety is so messed up. That's the problem. Like me and you could sit and talk for days, and you're telling me things that I've never experienced, but I could probably sit here and tell you things that you have never experienced, because there aren't two of us that are the same. There is not two of us that are the same in this whole freaking group. But we all feel the same things. It's just that different situations trigger those feelings. So once we all get our heads around the fact that panic will not kill us, and anxiety, although it's uncomfortable, like it's nothing. It's just nothing. Easier said than done. Easier said than done.
Yeah,
but the way to build the confidence is by doing things. So getting yourself out of the house as often as you can. And just, because it's important, you want to go and feel these feelings. You want to put yourself in positions where you're going to feel this stuff. Because that's when you're learning that it's not hurting you. So it's no good just walking up the road and if you feel great, go home. Yeah, perfect. Jobs are good. And that's not a good experience. The best experience is when you go up the road, you freak the shit out, and you sit with it, and then you go home when you've cooled down, because then you've just learned that you didn't die. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to splash water on your face. You didn't have to run to the nearest safe person or get to the nearest comfort zone. You know what I mean? You could just sit wherever, because it's you that's dealing with the panic. It's you that's dealing with the anxiety. Nothing anybody else is doing is making any difference. Nothing. It's you.
Yeah. Okay. Because I've cut my relationship out because I can't go to the pub. I can't go to this Christmas thing here. I can't.
Yeah.
It's too much.
But do you want
to do it? I can't get there.
Do you want to do it? Yeah.
I'd love to do it.
Yeah.
But it's a half an hour drive, and then. But I can't do that. I can't do that far in the car.
Stop saying can't. That's the first piece of homework. That is your homework for this week.
Okay, I'm really struggling. I'm struggling with.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. There's no such word as can't. I think I read that somewhere. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But no, but I'll keep watching your things. But
I should bloody well hope so. After all this free advice.
With your stuff, you need to remember, like you did that video where you walked to that bridge and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
It's good that you can look. You've got that recording. You can look back on how far you've come.
Yeah,
well.
that's why I've done. That's why I've always done it. Like, I don't know if you've seen the video I did. I think it was like 2 weeks ago when I did a repeat of a video that I did like 10 years ago. Did you see that one?
Yeah, that was one. That was the one with the bridge, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So you watch that, and it was amazing to me. It was amazing for me to do it. Like, I didn't need to watch the other one back because I remember it because it was me that friggin' did it. But just the difference in the way that I felt was crazy. Crazy. But we're so hard on ourselves. Like, we don't see that we're making this progress, but you are. You are.
Yeah, it's easier to feel the negatives than the positives.
That's all I ever think
Especially
about.
when you feel shit.
But that's why it's important to go out there and do it. Because we can sit here and think that we're way worse than we are. You know what I mean? But until we get off our backsides and get out there and do something, you don't realise how far you have actually come, or how strong you are, how brave you are. Because every day takes that freaking bravery and shit. Getting out of bed in the morning is being brave and strong when you know that every day is this crap.
Yeah.
But you just get out there and you do it.
Yeah, no, I've been through both sides. I mean, I've probably, I've had depression in the past, and not wanting to get out of bed or do anything like that. And now my depression's not as bad as what it used to be, but my anxiety is 10 times worse. I'd probably pick depression over anxiety because it's tough, it's hard. But no, I appreciate your time anyway, and
that's all right. That's what I'm
sorry
here for.
To drag it on with everything, but
no, you're good.
I've just unloaded myself with
that's fine. That's what it's here for, mate. That is the reason that I started doing this, was to talk to people like you, that maybe you don't have anywhere else to talk about it or whatever. Like, other people are listening and relating. That's what it's about.
I hope you haven't lost any viewers.
We've actually gained. We've gained.
Okay, that's good. but yeah, so for you, from your experience,
You're asking the wrong person. I've been out today and freaked out in pound stretcher. That's how good I am.
Say that again?
I said I went out today and freaked out in pound stretcher. There you go.
Okay.
But guess what? I still went out.
Earlier, you survived, right?
Yeah, exactly. I filmed it. There's a video going on tomorrow. But I still did what I needed to do.
Yeah.
Because I didn't let it stop me doing what I wanted to do. That was the point. It was what I wanted to do. I wanted to go there and buy something. So I did. And I'm still alive as of now. Even though I did it.
Yeah. All right, good. Okay, well, I'll give someone else a chance anyway. But thanks again for your time, and I'll
anytime,
keep
man.
watching your videos.
Call again, definitely.
Okay,
Keep me posted, man. Keep me posted if you want to. I don't know. Send me an email or something, and we'll talk.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep you up to date.
Yeah, definitely. Do that.
Okay, mate.
All right, mate.
Thanks again.
Take it easy.
Good work with the channel.
Thank you, man. I'll speak to you again.
Cheers.
Ta-ra, man.
Bye.
Love new callers. Love new callers. I think James said he was going to call, if he's still watching. James, call. It did get cut off before. I don't know what happened. Next stop, freaking out in Asda. Yeah, you know that's going to happen. So the story is that I'm going out for dinner next Thursday. It's my birthday. Oh man, this might be James. I'm guessing that this is James.
It is.
Oh, called it.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Good lad.
I was just watching the last caller.
Oh, was you? Yeah.
The stream's all a little out of sync with the actual phone-ins. I had to wait a few seconds.
Oh, yeah. Your signal's
Sorry
terrible.
To call you earlier, but I was in my shed and my signal was awful, so moved location.
Yeah, your signal's not great. I'll be honest.
No, it's this phone. I need a new phone. I'll be honest.
I can barely hear you. And you got Skype.
You can't hear me.
And you got Skype.
Not on my phone. I'm on my phone at the moment.
Ah, see. See what I mean? Technology.
Good enough. Can you?
Barely.
I mean, I'm watching stream and I can hear myself through this stream.
Oh, can you? It might. It's just me then. Hit me with something. What's your motivation?
Motivation. Okay. There's a couple of things I want to speak about regarding. Sort of. I want to touch on two different times in my journey, if you want to call it. I'll give you a quick background.
Wait.
Because obviously
Stop.
people watching.
Stop. I want somebody to tell me in the comments whether they can hear you clearly, or is it just me? Am I glitching?
Right.
Somebody, please, in the comments, James, sing a nursery rhyme, just so they can hear you.
Twinkle.
He went for it. Please, somebody comment and just tell me whether you could hear James properly. Anybody. First person to comment wins this.
Hello.
No, they can't. But somebody said no. We got real bad. You got a bad signal. It's your connection. I'm sure it's your connection. It's a bad line.
Alright. Give me one sec.
All right, man.
You can move while I'm still on it.
That went a bit better then. Oh, balls.
How about now?
Say that again.
Is that any better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell me something, and I'll tell you.
What do you want me to say?
That's way better. That's way better.
Is it better, is it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll stay here.
So you sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for us first.
I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't think I know all the words, I'll be honest. It's been a long time.
Okay, we'll let you off.
Alright, shall I carry on what I was going to say?
Yeah, start again.
Stopped me?
Start again. You was going to make 2 points. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to touch on two different times in my experience with anxiety.
Yeah.
Number one is when I sort of first started suffering, maybe the first sort of 2 or 3 years, motivation-wise, the thing that kept me going was remembering what I used to be, remembering how confident I was in social situations, how much I loved being around other people and being out as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my sole motivation for the first few years. And I'll be honest, I did suffer with depression during some of that time.
Mm-hmm.
And motivation in those times kind of completely sort of dissipated. There was almost none left. And there was days, like probably most of the people that are watching this right now have had, where you just literally don't even want to get out of bed, can't be asked to do anything. I imagine we've all had those days. And as of recent, touching on sort of more recent, maybe in the last year or two, where anxiety is still a daily struggle, my motivation is more my friends and my family, I think. Because I've been able to go out more. When I am out and when I see my friends and family whilst I'm out, just like seeing their reaction of me being there, and just whilst you're out with your friends and family, you have such a nice time. That is pretty much my sole motivation to get better. If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. So you've noticed it. The more that you've done, the more it's motivated you, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's especially sort of big things like going on these holidays and stuff. They're you do get some, like, your motivation levels really do rise after something like that.
Yeah.
But the little things help too.
That's it. It's just those stepping stones, man. So what did you start? Yeah. I guess you started with smaller things and then.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long old battle. I've spoke to you many times about all this stuff, but
we've been in touch for a few years, I think, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's it. For the other people there, it's been a really long, slow journey. It's not been a quick process whatsoever. But just little stuff, just going to the shop, literally 30 seconds down the road, just gradually doing more and more, and getting to the point where I can go to supermarkets.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I still freak out, but for the most part, I don't. Being able to go on little holidays away with family in the UK still, but even still, it's compared to sort of 3 or 4 years ago, it's a big milestone. But yeah, I mean, I've been listening to a couple of other people, and I've seen some of the comments, and I think if I didn't have my friends and my family that I have, like say, I think there was a guy you were speaking to earlier where he said that he, like, apart from his cats, he doesn't really have anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was in that situation, I'd find it really hard to get motivated, because I don't know, it just, when you haven't got a job, you haven't got like friends to meet up with, or when you haven't got anything to really do, it must be real hard to find motivation. So I congratulate him for even trying. It must be hard.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah,
it's difficult as it is.
So how have your past couple of days been? Because I saw on your post you said
crap.
You haven't been having a particularly.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Don't know.
I heard you say earlier that you were experiencing some sort of vertigo or something.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Spell of some sort.
Weird dizziness on Tuesday, just out of the blue, man.
Yeah, I've had that too.
And then it just sticks with you for the rest of the day. Like, not the dizziness, but the thought of the dizziness.
Yeah. Well, this has always been an issue with me. Is health anxiety is quite high on my list of anxieties that I suffer with. So if any change in my body, be it dizziness, whatever it may be, always sticks with me.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It can stick for a day or even sometimes longer. So.
Mine is not so much a health thing. It's not like I had the dizzy thing and then it's, oh shit, there's something wrong. It's more, oh shit, I felt dizzy. That's it. Like, I don't particularly care why it happened. I just don't particularly like feeling it. So it's weird.
Yeah,
it's not really a health anxiety, because I'm not like adding fear to the dizzy spell. I'm not questioning or searching, oh, why did I just go dizzy? I'm just sitting here thinking, oh, that was uncomfortable. I would rather not experience that again, please.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's weird.
Going back to the motivation again real quick.
Yeah.
So I've completely, my mind's just gone blank.
Mine has been blank since we started.
Quite inspirational as well.
Oh, man. That could have been like the big tagline. Could have put it on the thumbnail.
I know. That was the title right there, whatever I was going to say.
Come on. It's alright, we got 25
I think
minutes. Oh shit, it's only 20 past 10. I thought it was past 5. God damn it.
How long are you doing this for?
It's usually...
I know you did like a 3-hour one the other
Yeah, that was the marathon. I'm never doing that again. It's supposed to be till 11, but... You know, we see. See what happens.
Fair enough.
Because
I can't think what I was going to say.
I don't know.
Carry on. What you?
I was going to say, I go through phases when I'm doing this. Like, every stream I go through a phase where I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So usually by the end, I'm that exhausted that I don't even care anymore. So that's when it becomes free.
It's weird because when you watch you do it, you seem like you're the most chilled out.
It's the CBD,
it
man.
doesn't seem like you're stressing about it at all.
Ah, dear. No, the worst episode was number 3. That one was horrible. But since then, it's been okay. Today's been a bit rough, man. I've had a few wobbles today.
Yeah.
But I'm a master of disguise. That's what it is.
I don't think I've got really anything else to add. I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was now.
I was going to say something epic.
I know. I'll kick myself because I'll remember as soon as
I know you will, yeah.
Cool.
You'll post it in the comments and I'll steal it. And I'll I'll moderate that comment, delete it, and I'll say, yes, I had a thought. Ah, dear.
Right, well, I guess I'll let someone else. I'm sure there's other people waiting to call in. If I remember and there's nobody else calling in, I'll call back.
Yeah, man, do it.
All right.
Go for it.
Good. All right. I have a good rest
good
of the stream.
To talk to you.
Too shortly.
Yeah, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it early today. I'm just not. I'm not feeling it. No worries.
Fair enough. At least you did it, hey?
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm always here.
That's it.
Take it easy, young man.
I'll speak to speak to you soon.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
All right, bye-bye.
See you in a bit. And there we have it. Yeah, I'm really not feeling this stream today. I feel like it's been really poor. Apart from the callers, obviously. They've been superb. Positive mental attitude. Yeah. It's just not here today. I'll read some comments. I see things going on in the comments. One second. Yo. Where you at? I can't hear him. I got a call. Do some star jumps. Dude, where are you?
Hear me?
Yes.
What's up, man?
Oh, I'm having a bad night.
What's going on?
Don't know, man. How are you?
Why are you having a bad night?
I can't get out of my own head.
What's in your head?
I have no idea.
You got me, man. You're good.
Should we go play Fortnite for a bit?
You can do whatever you want, man. We're good. Don't worry about it.
Ah, dear.
Fill up the CBD and let's do it.
Yes, I think that's what the problem is, man. I'm proper caning the CBD at the minute.
I've never tried it, so I don't know. Like
Somebody just asked what I'm using. I'm using 100 milligram. That's not very focused. Which isn't a very high. It's not a very high dose, but it's just that I haven't had any for a bit. So.
I mean, does it make you feel a certain way? Do you literally feel some sort of a high from it or something?
Nah, there's no high. There's no high at all.
Okay.
I could just sleep.
So it makes you feel just tired?
Yeah.
Listen, yeah, man.
Good night. Can you take over the rest of the stream for me?
We'll both do it. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Go on then.
Oh, to Goldilocks, I'm not trying to ruffle your feathers, as Drew would say. I'm not trying to whatever.
I could see some debate was going on.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, disrespect anybody or anything. We all have our own things,
Mm-hmm.
It's just sometimes, some people understand things that don't understand things. So it's just miscommunication.
It's fine. It's what the comments are there for, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a debate.
Yeah, I just don't, like with comments, you don't see the other person on the other side. So
yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
I don't want anybody to think that I'm coming at them. I'm just trying to.
I'm with you.
Just, I don't know, give a little advice, I guess. But, sometimes it can come off kind of shitty.
That's okay, man.
Well, you know how, like Drew says, sometimes he likes to be kind of upfront and brutally honest. I mean, that's how I am sometimes, too. So I can see myself coming off sometimes as an asshole. When I'm not trying to be.
I can vouch for that. He's an asshole. Permanently.
So how's your son, man? Is he coming back soon? Is he home?
He's good. He's coming back on my birthday. Next Thursday. He's having a great time.
Good. Did he tell you about the whole college football experience?
They didn't go in the end.
Oh, they didn't?
No, I'm not sure why. They went somewhere else, but I can't remember where they went. It was some forest or woods or something. It began with a C, but I have no idea where it was. But they had a good time. No, he's loving it. He wants to live there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wants to move out.
Well, just imagine when he sees the really good states, because honestly,
he's not watching.
Alabama's not a great, Ohio's not a great one.
Somebody just asked what my PSN is in the comments.
Oh,
there you go.
Shit.
Join us.
There we go.
It's eWeb79.
I still got to go get my license renewed, man. I still keep putting that shit off.
When was that? 10th of December, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Yeah, so, I mean, I still got time. It's just, I got all the time in the world to do it daily, but I just don't go. I'm probably going to wait till the last moment. Be like, okay, I got to go. Have a huge panic attack. Try to turn around a bunch of times. Sweat my shirt off, so I might have to bring the shirt. Call you a couple of times. Be like, I'm dying.
Am I like, I am the hotline, aren't I?
Hey, what phone
People
you got?
call
What
me.
phone do you have?
People call me when they're panicking now.
I mean, it's remember we talked about the whole panic buddy thing?
Yeah.
Thing at the beginning, I think that shit really helps, because I honestly, when I called you that one time, I really wanted to leave the doctors. I was about to. I was maybe 5 minutes from just being like, I'm out. I don't care. I'm out of here.
And that was when I was talking to you about what mobile phone you had.
Yeah.
Come on, what phone you got, man?
What phone you had? And I'm like,
it worked. You know that it worked.
It worked, and I knew what we were doing. It worked, and it was just I laughed afterwards too.
Yeah. Because you knew that's why I was doing it.
But the crazy thing is that doctor's office visit, he's only 4 years older than me. Okay, I'm gonna be 37 Christmas Day. Okay, so he's a doc. He's a doctor. He's married, kids, has lots of money, whatever, right?
It's not all it's cracked up to be, mate.
Well, the way I was looking at it was, he's like, you're not very talkative. I said, well, I'm, having really high anxiety. I have a small panic attack. And he's like, oh, you'll be fine, this and this and this. And I tried to do the whole, like, you don't understand, you don't get it,
Yeah.
And then, like, listen, dude, I'm only 3 years older than you, whatever. And he's like, he has like a pacemaker.
I remember you saying this.
Yeah.
You told me this.
I'm like, how do you have he's like, feel right here. And I felt it. He's like, yeah, I fainted playing basketball, and then just found out that I have a thing that it's a hereditary thing in his heart. His grandfather had it, his great grandfather, whatever. And I'm like, aren't you scared that something? He's like, for the first week or two afterwards, I didn't leave my house. I didn't do anything like strenuous, physical, whatever, because I was scared that I was going to die. And said he went to his doctor and his cardiologist, and he kept telling his cardiologist this, and his cardiologist said, listen, you either do nothing and just wait for yourself to die when you're not going to. I told you you're going to be fine. Or you can keep worrying about this shit, or you can get out and just live your normal life, like what you choose it right there. And he said, I made the choice not to do it. So he's like, so if something happens, but I'm not going to let it roll over me. And when he told that to me, it makes you reflect to yourself, saying, this is the same shit I'm going through. I don't have a pacemaker. This dude legitimately has, and I don't. And I mean, yes, it's our thoughts, and it seems very real to us, but in the end, it's just all uncomfortable. It's physical feelings.
Yes.
It's not dangerous. That's it. Sweating is not going to kill us. Rapid heartbeat is not going to kill us. There's all uncomfortable stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I did have a pacemaker, then I would be like, okay, I might have a problem here. Or
yeah.
If I've had 2 heart attacks before, I might have a problem. This might be something. But this is what bothers me so much about myself, is that I let this stuff rule me, and that I don't do anything about it.
The conversation that me and you had ages ago is the reason that I wanted to do this subject in the first place, because me and you have spoken, like, we're both so similar in that we reached a point where we were kind of recovered, like living life, doing whatever, and then we went back, and we both said, like, it's hard now because we've been there, we've tasted what it's like to recover.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's our motivation now? And it was that conversation that me and you had that made me think that it'd be interesting to hear what other people use to, like, spur them on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult with anything, when it comes to panic, relationships, anything. If you keep getting shut down,
Yeah, that's it. How many times can you get back up?
Yeah. And that's how me and you right now, we're like, what's the point?
Well, no, I'm good at the minute. I'm good at the minute.
You know what I mean in general.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? It's like I keep getting worse and worse, and every time I get better and better, I think it just keeps coming back worse, and this, and I like. But we still keep it alive in ourselves that we're gonna get better, though.
Yeah.
Because if we would have given up, we would have given up years ago.
Oh yeah, 100%. I suppose the fact that we've been there is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because we, like, got there and now we're back here. But we should focus on the fact that, wait a minute, we did get there. So if we did it once, we can do it again. Maybe this time we'll manage it a bit better.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time, and it sucks or whatever. Just like working out. If you don't work out after 5 years of working out, it's going to be rusty. It's going to suck at the beginning, but you get in that flow, and then you start just doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the point. That's the hardest part for me and you, I think, is getting into that flow, continuing with it, staying with it, even if we get those bad, those setbacks or whatever you want to call them, to the point where we don't want to do it anymore.
Well, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, that's what I've been doing recently. I've just been taking the small steps, like doing whatever. Like today, I didn't want to go out today. Like, I was trying to talk myself out of going to do what I did today. But in the end, I just said, no, I've got to do it. Like, I can't keep...
Especially you have to do it then.
Yeah, I can't keep putting things off and just making excuses that aren't real, legitimate excuses.
Yeah.
You got to get out, you got to do it.
Sometimes look at yourself as being lazy, too.
Yeah,
do you call yourself lazy?
Yeah.
I do that all the time, too. I'm like, dude, you could be doing this, you could be driving, you could be practicing this, and I'm like, just lazy, you don't want to do it.
How can I expect to get better?
But you don't do it.
Yeah. It's not going to just fall into place magically one day. If it was going to do that, it would have done it. It's been 14 years.
Yeah, I think that's normal, though, with us, though. I think if we would have maybe had this, like if we just now started getting this and we started working on it, we'd be good. But since we've had it for so long and went through all this bullshit, it's hard. I think it is harder.
Yeah.
I know Claire Week says, or whatever, like, whether you have it for a week or whether you've had it for years, like, you can recover. Very true. But I mean, sometimes I think it's harder if you've had it for so long because it's ingrained in your head. Yeah,
it's those learned memories. All that association we've got. Like, I've got panic attacks at every freaking supermarket within a 10-mile radius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally understand. And I mean, the motivation part, we know what motivates you. I know what, like you said, you want to go abroad. That's awesome. That motivates you, Like me personally, I have zero motivation. Zero. I tell everyone I want to get better. I want to live a normal life. I want to just be able to do normal things. I just want to live a normal life, but I don't. I talk the talk. I don't walk the walk.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to feel those feelings. Just like if somebody's scared to throw up, they don't do anything that might make them throw up.
Your desire isn't as strong as your fear.
Yeah. And we've talked about this before. Somebody can call me right now and say, hey, I got $1 million.
Yeah.
I live 20 minutes away from you. I have $1 million right here in cash. And, your 3 favorite supermodels that you find are attractive or whatever, right? Your 3 favorite celebrities are here too. I got a brand new car for you and everything. It's going to make me think, like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. Like, I'd have to weigh my options, when a normal human being would be like, I'm already in my car.
Yeah. Send me the coordinates.
Yeah, exactly. And we're over here like,
I'm all right. I got work. I got work for a bit first, and dog needs feeding.
Yeah. I got my daughter to McDonald's. I don't know if I can do it. I think that's where I catch myself when I catch myself doing stupid excuses.
Yeah. It's bad. That's what I was doing today. So my dad messaged me as soon as I woke up. Well, no, not as soon as I woke up, but like a couple of hours after I'd woke up, my dad messaged me and said, what time are we going? Because we'd already arranged we were doing what we did today. And my message back to him was like, oh, I don't know, I'm working. And then he said, well, what time then? And I just messaged back, dunno. And that was it. I just left it. And then I did my work for like an hour and a half or something. And then I called him and I said, we got to do it. Like, we need to do it. So we did it. In fact, he said, you need to do it so you can actually talk about it on your live stream tonight. That was...
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's do it. We did it. It was horrible, but we did it.
There's so much stuff that we can do daily. And I know, like you said earlier, like, look, there's some times where I can't because you can't put exposure first. In my situation, I can. It's an unfortunate situation, but it's a good one to where I can, and I don't. I don't, though. I don't put her first.
Yeah.
I would rather lay in my bed and do absolutely nothing and feel no panic than go do exposure to make myself better. How shitty is that?
Yeah. You got to put yourself in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've tasted freedom. We've tasted it.
Yeah.
We love the taste of it.
It's beautiful.
But it's just getting to that taste, man. It just sucks so bad. And I think everyone can relate to that. It's just, the whole exposure, it sucks. It sucks so bad, but I mean, you gotta do
You're
it.
really selling it to me.
you,
Oh,
I
God.
mean,
No, I know,
you know,
man. It's horrible. And because
I,
I've started getting back out there and started doing it, like, it's refreshing it. So it's no wonder I've had a shitty week this week, because, like, the week before that I made 3 videos of me going out. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So I'm resensitizing myself because I'm getting used to those feelings again.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, the more you do it, I mean, you'll have bad days. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Maybe, bad minutes, bad hours,
Mm-hmm.
bad days, whatever. But it's the more you just got to continue to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, same with me. You just, even when you feel the shittiest, that's when you actually need to do it the most.
Yeah, definitely.
So like right now, when you're like, oh, I'm thinking about, I don't want to be doing this. I want to cut it short.
Mm-hmm.
No, keep it going.
Fuck.
I mean, you got me right. I'm right here, dude.
Yeah,
Whether
man.
we're talking about, I'll send you a couple comments on there and
Yeah,
tell you to go fuck yourself or something like that. So I'm here still.
I'm just not doing the 3-hour marathon this week.
No, I mean, yeah, you don't have to do 3 hours, but it's good that you did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that you're doing it because you can easily say, hey, sorry, lie and say, sorry, guys,
Gotta go.
work stuff came up. Yeah, just whatever. But you're doing it.
Yeah. It's all right.
You're doing it.
Just giving people an opportunity to talk. That's all it is, man. That's what this episode.
People,
that's what this one's about.
Don't be afraid to call in at all. Nobody should be afraid to call in. This is all open. Just
yeah.
You don't have to say like Billy said. If you don't want to say your name, don't say your name. Just let stuff out. It feels so much better when you just vent, let it out.
That's it.
I mean, I hit you up the other day and told you, I'm like, man, I just need to vent about this.
Man. Didn't I? I ignored one of your calls, didn't I?
I don't remember. I don't know if you did or not.
Oh dear, I can't remember. Yeah, you did. No, you called me while I was streaming last week, I think.
Maybe you did. I don't know.
I think you did, man. I think you did.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm trying to help you do this.
Yeah.
How dare you?
It's bad, isn't it? Can't get the staff, man. I need call handlers. That's what I need. I need a team.
No FIFA for you, brother. No FIFA.
I don't like it. I don't like the new FIFA. I noticed that the comments are just purely gaming at the moment. That's what I was watching. I was reading the comments. They're talking about Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption is fantastic. It's online now. It's open. It's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah, the online beta started yesterday or today. Mine started yesterday, and it's so fun, man.
I might have to have a look.
I mean, you literally feel like you're Clint Eastwood back in the day, and you're just, but you can be a good guy or a bad guy. It's your choice. Whatever you want to do, you make the choice. Well, yeah, you can be good, you can be bad. I mean, yeah.
I'm sick of being a good guy. Nice guys finish last.
Where's that guy? Exactly.
Oh dear. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Can't remember.
You were going to say, I don't know.
I can't remember.
We're just both over here vaping and talking.
Yeah.
How many people in the chat right now?
Charlene just said in the comments, "There's somebody at my window."
Yeah.
Fuck off.
See, this is the thing. I don't know. I'm not watching right now, but can you see the window from in your background?
Yeah, the curtains are shut. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I think you need to leave them open every.
No way, mate. I'm not doing a nighttime stream. I'm at home on my own.
I think you do. Yeah. I'll pay somebody to come over there and put on a mask and just go in your
just
window.
Tapping.
Yeah. Gonna get you.
Oh dear.
Like crouch down too, just right out that window.
So if people are watching this and they haven't seen the girl in the window video, go and check it out. It's on my channel. It's only 2 minutes long. Or wait till the end of this, actually. You fuckers.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of people calling or on hold right now?
No, nobody. I never have people on hold. I just let.
Guys.
If I'm on a phone, then I just let it ring out. Nah, we're good. We've only got 20 minutes left, man. This is just one of them streams. So I've been feeling. I'm getting asked what I play on PS4. I'll come back to that in a minute, man. What was I saying?
You've been feeling.
Oh yeah, about the stream. I've been really negative about the stream this week. I don't know. like thinking that people aren't really bothered. It's the anxiety in me, innit? It's the anxious
it's just
person.
overthinking.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
catastrophizing. It's overthinking. That's normal.
Just
I mean, just let it
thinking,
come.
yeah, that people aren't going to watch or they're not bothered because last week's got less views than the weeks before. So it's like, does that mean it's dying off already?
No, that's just you overthinking being, yeah. I mean, honestly, if you have 2 people in here, right?
Yeah,
It's helping people.
Just me and my dad.
Yeah. I mean, but honestly, it's at least you venting, doing something. It's a form of exposure for you.
It is, man. It is, because every week I feel less nervous about it when I go live. So although I still feel edgy while I'm doing this, but the anticipation's definitely lowering, which is progress.
Yeah. What do they call it? Interoceptive exposure when you do it like in the comfort of your, wherever. Yeah. I mean, you're still doing something that you feel that way,
Yeah, every week's a challenge, man.
Whether there's 200 people or whether there's 2 people, like, still do it. It gives people. I always watch it. I'll always be here, whether it's for 5 minutes or the whole thing. Like, people, it's a good thing.
Yeah, somebody just made a comment. There's a really popular program on over here that starts at 9, so not that that makes any difference. But that's when I start this. So if anybody's in England, that like 90% of the population are watching frickin' TV.
What is it?
I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here.
Yeah, I definitely want to know the program name.
It's shit. That's all you need to know.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, we got stuff like that here too, but I mean, like The Bachelorette is really big here.
Yeah.
American Idol, like The Voice, X Factor, like that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't watch.
well,
My mom watches all that stuff. I laugh at her. I make fun of her for that stuff.
I used to watch it when I was married. I was forced to.
Exactly. I was just about to say. I'm like, did you watch it because you wanted to watch it, or
not particularly?
I mean, were you allowed to leave the room and go do other things, or was she like, no?
I was allowed to go and wash up, stuff like that.
Look at you. I was allowed to what? I was allowed to get a snack. That's
it. 2 cookies. Sit down.
Well, now you're free from that prison, so it's all good. We just need to get you over here to the States, man.
Yeah, man. That's happening. That is happening.
Mail you a bunch of pills, right?
Yeah. I was just gonna book into like the cargo hold of a plane.
There you go.
Yeah.
A big box, right? So it'll save us money too.
Yeah.
I'll send you a bunch of pills. It'll knock you out for a little bit.
Yeah.
You sleep the whole way here.
No, I'd be fine. I'd be fine in a box. I don't need knocking out. Thank you very much. I'll just sit in the box. It's fine.
So what? You just need your CBD oil, maybe a couple
snacks. My phone.
Snacks,
I can bring these with me. Like 5 packets of freaking Halls.
Is it being on the plane with people, or could you, if you had like
first class? The whole thing scares me. The whole thing scares me. So getting to the airport scares me. Going in the airport scares me. Queuing up for like your check-in stuff scares me. Going up the little steps to the plane scares me. Getting on the plane.
If you had anybody doing it with you though?
Well, Josh is thinking of coming back over here, and then because he's got to come back. He's got like save some money and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's thinking of going out there for like a year or 2 years. And I was saying maybe go back with him.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It would be something to look forward to and work up to.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you guys have like small like over here, like where I live, the shortest plane ride that I can personally take by me is about like a 30-minute, 45-minute plane ride.
Yeah, we can do that here.
So it's something like I can start off with by, going to the airport and just, work your way up type stuff. And then, because I know it's a huge difference from going, across the pond.
Yeah. If I'm going to do it, I'd rather just do it, man.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, think about this. What if you I know some people are against flooding and some people aren't. Like, I get it. I have an actual friend that did flooding and he did it one time. He no longer gets panic attacks.
Yeah.
No longer. So, I mean, that's it. And then I had another one who it made him worse. So it's all different or whatever. But what if you just did it?
Yeah.
And just said, whatever. Let it kill me. Let it do whatever it
A
wants.
one-way ticket to the US.
Just the one. I mean, you can have it two ways.
No.
It doesn't have to be one way,
Nah,
but
I'm doing it
you
once.
got to do it all the way up though. If you want to do it, go first class, man. Why not?
I might fly the plane. You know, I would be fine if I could fly
Well,
it.
then that's a problem. That's a problem if you fly it, because I know you play video games and stuff, but
Yeah. It's fine. I played
I can
Afterburner.
see that. What do they call the waitress, the stewardess?
Yeah.
You know, oh, hi, Captain. We have someone here that wants to
Yeah.
use the cockpit.
Do you mind?
He thinks it's a little kid, and you
Yeah,
show
but
up.
look how good I look in headphones, man. Surely I can pull this off.
Hey, I play a lot of video games. Could I try flying a plane?
As long as I can vape in the cockpit, that's all I'm bothered about.
You know what? The funny thing is I know wrestling's stupid, but there's a
Yes.
wrestler. Did you hear about that?
No, but I know wrestling's stupid. Go on.
Okay. There's a new wrestler who actually got fired because some allegations of him doing some bad stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they fired him. And then it came out that he didn't do it, but they still fired him
Right.
from it. You know, they still kept him fired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was on a flight and they told him, "Hey, you can't vape on here," and he wouldn't stop vaping. So they kicked him off. They stopped the plane. Like they stopped the plane, brought it down to like the nearest airport, and kicked him off. And then
Wow.
yeah. I mean, you can sneak vape on there.
That's
I know a lot
lame.
of people have done. Yeah. You can sneak it. If you bring yourself like a little jewel or something, just take a couple hits and blow it in your shirt or something. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us plotting bad things.
Gotta be done.
Yes, love it. You'll be. You feeling better now?
Nope.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Glad I could help.
I'm actually freaking for some reason.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Panic?
Yeah. Bad.
Good.
First
Let
time.
it come.
No.
Let it come. Let it come.
Let it go. Sing Frozen.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't do that, but just let it come. I mean, what else are you gonna do? What do they say? Go limp, right? And let it come. Let it hit you.
It's bullshit.
And I can tell because you're being kind of quiet.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm just staring, reading comments.
Are you checking in a little bit to
Yeah,
like how
big
you
time.
feel?
Yeah, 100%.
Mentally?
I'm
I do that
absolutely
I do that all the
burning.
time.
I'm burning up.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Let yourself burn up, man. Just let it all come. Who cares? You can be the first person, and this is live, right?
Mhm.
You can be the first person to say, you know what, Claire Weeks, you were wrong. You know what, Drew, you were wrong. You know what, everybody, you were wrong. This does kill me.
Oh, great.
I died from a panic
Brilliant.
attack. Right?
I get to be the first one.
You can sue a lot of people. Sue Drew.
It's not going to help.
I'm just saying, well, you're going to be dead. Who cares, right?
True. Who's going to stop the
You
stream?
won't have to worry about panic attacks
Who's going to
ever
stop the
again.
stream?
It'll just keep going forever. Your ghost will show up.
Fucking hell,
and-
man. You're supposed to ask me what phone I've got.
No, look, I told you, man, sometimes I'm just realistic with it. Just let that bitch come. Let it come. Laugh at it. Smile at it. And that's it.
Bastards.
No distraction. Look at it straight in the eyes. Have a staring contest with it. Beat it. Look at you. You're like, damn. You know. I mean, just like I said, it's not going to do anything to you. It's uncomfortable, remember?
Yeah.
Hey, so what? Whatever.
So
right?
what? So what?
Whatever.
So what?
I accept and allow these anxious feelings,
Fuck
right?
off, Barry. You prick.
But you wanted me on the show, mate. I'm here. So what? Whatever. Is that a copyright if I say it?
Probably.
So oh well. I didn't fully say it, right? I didn't fully say it.
Well, I
didn't
just
say
called
the
him a prick, so we're in trouble.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah. Oh
fault.
well.
Yeah. I was taking
does
I
have-
took my socks off. That's how hot I am right now.
Wait, so if you're hot, you take your like you want to. I think you should take your shirt off. Maybe the girls will enjoy that.
Piss off.
I mean, if I get hot, my first thing is like to take my shirt off, not my socks.
I had like thermal socks on.
What the hell are you doing wearing thermal socks?
I have no idea.
Well, that's the reason why your feet are so hot, man. Let those bitches breathe.
Ben's going. See you later, Ben.
See you, Ben. Sorry I ruined it for everyone.
You didn't. It was always going to be a disaster. I was ready for it to be a disaster.
No, it's not a disaster. You always think it's going to be a disaster, but look, if you have nobody call or if you have one person call, it doesn't matter. You're still doing it, like I said. It's no disaster.
What a lame-ass fucking podcast. Oh, dear.
Well, I mean, do you like...
So what? Fuck you. Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is this guy?
I'm just going to minimize everything. I've just minimized my screen, so now I'm just looking at my desktop. It's off-putting. It's off-putting when you sit here and you can just see yourself constantly.
Well, that's the thing. You don't have to look at yourself while you're doing it.
I do, because then I can see myself like scratching my nose, picking my nose, or you know what I mean. I have to make sure that I'm not doing it.
Well, if you do it, look. This needs to be real and raw. So if you pick your nose, and we all see it. And we see it. That's it.
It'll be a meme.
This is live. This is real.
Oh dear.
This is real. I mean, look. Maybe you should do some meditation.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm down for that.
Yeah, maybe you should do some
Bit
meditation.
Of mindfulness.
Bit of mindfulness.
I have a diploma in mindfulness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have a diploma in panic disorder.
Yeah. It's worth about as much as my diploma in mindfulness.
I failed.
Oh, I passed. I passed with a distinction. I genuinely do have a diploma in it.
Really?
Yeah. But you know how I got it?
Huh.
I basically just stole the answers off the internet. Yeah, I'm admitting this. I
think that's how I got through high school, to be honest with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, really? I mean, when you do reports on stuff, it's just taking one person's info and making it yours,
that's
right?
What I did.
That's it.
Yeah. It worked. Who is this guy on the phone? He's Brill.
Ah, nice. Whoever said that, thank you.
Charlene.
Good. Thank you, Charlene. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does she mean me or you?
You know what? She might be, of course.
Yeah, no doubt.
She might be the American bloke.
So what?
Whatever.
My feet are freezing.
See, look, now honestly, you remind me of like one of my ex-girlfriends. I'm freezing, I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, make your mind up, man.
Shit.
Like, make it up.
Who are you? Somebody says yes, but who are you?
The ghost of Barry McDonald. No.
So what?
I'm a person in the anxiety forum on Facebook, and I became friends. I hope we're friends. I think we're friends with
man.
Billy.
Yeah, we're brothers.
And,
brothers from another mother.
Talk once in a blue moon. We play games once in a blue moon, and I call him up sometimes when I'm having extreme panic, and I tell him, "Hey, I'm dying. I want to run. I don't feel good." And he says, "What phone do you have?"
You see, I don't call him when I have panic attacks. I wait till I'm doing it on the stream and just fucking talk to me, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how we are.
Mm-hmm.
We have inside jokes. We
yes. Know all the trade secrets.
Yeah.
We know all the answers.
Sometimes if we say things and you guys are like, what the hell are they saying? Well, it's stupid inside jokes that we know. And we both vape.
Yes.
So I think we're cool hipsters when we're not. See, I can hear when you do. Can you hear mine?
Yeah.
When I
yeah.
Nice. But no CBD my way though. I get
when
high.
Am I getting a spot on LVC? Yeah, that'll be the day. I'll be up for that. I'd like to freak on radio. It'd be much better doing it on radio, surely. At least people can't see me then.
Well, I mean, why don't you do a podcast where you just don't show yourself if that makes you feel better? But I mean, you're not.
Why don't I wear a mask? Like, remember the Masked Magician? He was good.
So what, are you going to be like the V for Vendetta mask and just go online?
I think that's
okay,
a good
guys,
idea.
here I am.
Wear like an anonymous mask or something.
How about this? How about you use a different mask for every single podcast? So you'd be known as like the masked panic weirdo guy, right? Like
The
1
masked
week
panic
big
weirdo
mask.
guy. Yeah, well, it's got a ring to it.
Well, they're gonna be like, why the hell is this guy wearing a mask?
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
gonna be like, oh, he doesn't want to show his face, you
Yeah,
know?
that's it.
Doesn't want to show
Somebody asked when the
his
next show is. The next show is scheduled to be next Thursday, but you never know.
What topic are you thinking of for next Thursday?
I have no idea. No idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's my birthday next week.
Oh, snap. I'll get the addresses later so I can send the entertainment to your house.
Oh dear.
I'll send the entertainment, make sure everyone's out, you know.
Thanks.
Make sure your daughter's at McDonald's,
Wow.
you know.
Be careful. Somebody just asked, are you guys making fun of Barry What's-his-face from Panic Away?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he does. I was. My opinion on Barry is he's doing a great thing. His book is great, that Dare book thing, but you're making profit off of somebody else, man. I mean, you're just like we talked about earlier. You just took Claire Week's words and made them yourself.
Yeah, jumbled them up a bit.
You got some fat wallet now. Now, whether you think that's okay or not, I mean, that's everybody's opinion, but it's whatever. But so what? Whatever, right?
Exactly. Oh wow! Somebody just I can't reveal the names. People are typed 2 messages for a few lines, won't send. Can't help you.
We have nothing against Dare or Barry McDonald. No. We sometimes just like to say his sayings. That's it.
People want to go after somebody else, but I'm not getting involved.
Oh, can I say the name? I'm not even looking at it. I can guess the name.
You can. I'm not. Wait, I want they can see that it's not me saying it.
Is it CL?
Maybe.
CL, yeah. I saw that stuff when I first started. I saw him when I first started getting this, panic attacks and stuff. And I almost purchased it, but shit was so expensive.
Yeah.
And then I read some feedback on it. And people were like, look, man, this is a ripoff. Like, I mean, look, if it helps you, I don't care if whatever you do, I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah,
stupid
who cares?
If it helps you, you beat panic and it helps you and you live a normal life, like, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Power to you.
I just I just don't like when people like to use people that are having problems. Like, we have panic attacks, agoraphobia, social anxiety, whatever, and people are using our weakness to their, power.
Yeah.
Because we're looking for that cure, so to speak. And people are like, got him. I'll tell him what to do. Throw me some money and I'll fix you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with my therapist. And I told her.
Are you still seeing her?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that was why you messaged me the other day.
Yeah, I told you. I mean, I need to vent because she keeps digging. She keeps trying to dig and say, hey, I think this, I told her there's nothing deep. There's nothing that happened to me as a child. There's nothing that, nothing for me personally. Okay. I'm just talking about me. Panic attacks came from me because I had a bad panic attack one time and it traumatized me. Now I have panic disorder because I never wanted to feel that way again. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Whether it's smoking weed from the past, whether it's from doing ecstasy and drugs from the past, whether it's I was whatever. That's my case. That's it. And she was like, well, are you sure there's nothing deeper? And how's your relationship with your mother? And I said, listen, you're wasting my time. You're wasting your time and my money. Like, there's nothing deeper. So her last thing she told me, she's like, okay, for our next session, I want you to write a letter to your panic attack. And I started laughing. And she's like, what? I'm like, that's so corny. And she's like, why is it corny to you? Why is it, and I'm like, look, like, It's just corny to me. Like, I'm gonna write a letter to my, like,
Yeah.
damn you, panic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you have to, it's just, for some people it might work. For me, it doesn't. Like, journaling doesn't work for me. Does it work for you?
I don't know. I'm gonna start. I'll let you know by the end of the show.
Okay, you let me start journaling.
Yeah, we got a question.
For a lot of people, it works.
No, somebody needs advice. You can take this one.
What's up?
They need to get thinking right to get to a Def Leppard gig. Expensive tickets, gifted, 130 quid each. Scared on roads. It's 2 hours there and the same back, and it may be icy roads. What's the advice to get to the Def Leppard gig?
Well, I'm assuming that you're going with either a friend or friends. You're not going by yourself to a concert. So I'm assuming that, right? I would think so.
Yeah. You're not going to
So
go
if
your
you're
own.
if you're going with one friend or a bunch of friends, if you want, you can drive. If you want, let them drive. Just make sure you go. Just do it. Make that the be all end all. Make it, just say, you know what? If I'm going to die, if Panic's going to kill me, it's going to kill me at this Def Leppard concert. I'm going to at least enjoy I'm serious. I'm going to enjoy my life this one last time and then watch Def Leppard, since I'm a big Def Leppard fan. And then if it doesn't kill you, and if it just makes you uncomfortable at a couple times, you feel like you can't breathe, whatever, right? You still make it back.
Yeah, man. You still get to see Def Leppard.
You saw Def Leppard. It shows and proves to yourself that, hey, I did not die. I made it back. I had uncomfortable times at, whatever, but I did it. So I can do it again if I want to.
Yeah.
So I think you should go for it. I think you should just go. No prep, if you want the whole preparation thing, just in my opinion, just go for it.
Just do the Def Leppard gig.
Just do it.
Mandy.
Yeah.
You are going to be fine.
Just know that you will have, like, the probability of you having a panic attack is 99.9%. Just know that you're going to have a panic attack, but you're going to be okay. You'll sweat a little bit.
Yeah. Remember what I was doing about 15 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Be that.
You'll have dry mouth. You'll be shaking a little bit. Your heart's going to be going crazy. You're going to be thinking thoughts of, oh, I wish I can turn around, or why did I do this? But just let that stuff come in your head and just say, you know what? Whatever. Go limp in your chair. Let that shit hit you.
So let me just make an announcement here. That was the closest that I have been to switching off the stream. Easily.
It got that bad?
Yeah. That was horrible.
But you didn't do it.
No.
And what made you not? You were thinking about it the whole time, right? Like, maybe I should just, turn it off. What made you not do it?
What made me not turn it off?
Yeah, what made you not turn it off?
The prospect of dying on stream and being like a trendsetter. That was what I was going for.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. I was ready to die.
Thought you were going to 100% die. So you thought you were going to die?
No, I didn't think I was going to, but I was ready to.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to.
Right there, that you would have proven a lot of books, people, doctors, everything wrong if you would have just keeled over and died. And then we could all run to people and be like, you lied to us.
You fuckers.
You lied to us.
I want my money back.
This guy over
Look,
here.
his stream's still on. Look, you can just see the bottom of his leg.
Yeah, he's just dead. His daughter just kicked him in the face, took his wallet, and left.
She knows my PIN numbers. It's done.
And we can all gang up on Drew, Be like, how dare you?
Shit.
We can, gang up on Barry McDonough.
Let's do it. Let's take them all out.
Yeah.
No, I survived
but
so far.
And you survived, yeah. Maybe you survived this time only because you were talking to me, though.
Yeah.
I have to talk to me like every single podcast now, right?
Damn it. Yeah.
Am I going to be your safety tool or whatever?
That's it. My safe person.
Yeah. See, look, we're always going to have panic. It's going to happen, but we're going to be fine.
There. It's just there.
It's just uncomfortable, man.
It's horrible.
It's just uncomfortable. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. It sucks. It's uncomfortable.
I hate it.
Yeah, of course. And that's what feeds it.
Yeah.
That's what feeds it.
Fuck it.
Yeah. It's it.
I think I've had
Like
enough. I have had enough of the stream today.
Go ahead and end it then. I mean, you did what you...
I made my 2 hours, man. That's all I was bothered about. Like, even though you've been speaking for the last 40 minutes.
No, and I apologize on that part to
it's
you
good,
and
mate.
to
It's
your
good.
viewers. I'm
To my
sorry I
viewer.
hijacked it. Oh, see, there's only one person. They all left because of me. See?
Yeah.
I messed it up.
You killed it.
Killed it. I think they got offended because I said...
Everybody's calling for you to co-host, man. That's it then. Seriously, next week.
Panic buddies.
Yeah. We'll do that next
I'm
week.
B and I'm B2, and we're here to talk about
B1 and B2.
What are we gonna talk about?
Bananas in pajamas. That's it, isn't it?
But no, I'm proud of you, man. You did it. I know. I could tell you got quiet.
Yeah.
And
wait till you watch it back. You'll watch it back and you'll see.
All right, I'll see your face, and I'll be like, yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. But yeah, I do the same thing. I get super quiet and I get focused on my sensations and what I'm feeling. And I'm like, and in my head, I'm saying, stop it, stop focusing. But I can't turn away from it. It's like a car crash.
I was just watching it. I was just watching the symptoms rising. I could feel myself burning up. It was horrible.
But you just, like I was telling you, man, I know it sucks, but you just got to let it. You got to do it.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I mean, that's the hardest thing for me, is to be friends with something that you don't want to be friends with.
It's like you. Go on.
Yeah, that's how I feel about you. Yeah, exactly.
What phone you got?
Like, yeah. Sorry, mine's a flip. I have a flip phone.
You're co-hosting next week then. End of. Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna make it a panic disorder, panic attack, social anxiety dating site next. I'm agoraphobic too. Maybe we should have a Skype date.
Yes.
Right? We're gonna start our own company. We're gonna make millions of dollars. Then you'll never hear from us again. We'll be Ollie.
We'll be eating and sipping wine with Barry McDonough on the Algarve.
Make a book. You'll make a book, right?
Yeah, man.
Look at all this money we made from all these people with anxiety.
Easy.
And all it took was them to just face it. Huh.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did it. I'm proud of you. Sorry for hijacking.
You're co-hosting next week. End of story. Like, we're going to figure something out.
We might have to talk about that one.
We can. We'll go 50-50 on all profits, which is 0.
We'll go 50-50 on a non-profit organization.
You know it. Let's do it.
All right, brother. Well, I'm going to get out of here. If you want later, hit me up. I'll be here. If you need anything, I'm here.
I might jump on PlayStation for an hour.
Well,
Did I just admit that?
Yeah, I'm going to go make some dinner.
Go for it.
It's 6 o'clock over here. So what over there? It's what, 10?
11.
Yeah.
Take it easy, man.
Hey, always a pleasure talking with you, brother.
Thanks. I'm ending it now anyway. It's over.
Do it. It's over. It's a wrap.
Go on, you go. You go. Get your food. I'll talk to you in a bit, man.
All right, brother.
See you later. Try on. And that's it. I'm done. Yeah, I can't do any more, man. This is so intense, or it has been. It's been horrible. It's been horrible sitting with you all. No, I apologise. I was in a negative mindset, and it's really shown. I'm pissed off with myself. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I will be back. Maybe next week. Look out for my video tomorrow, because I'm putting a video on. It's called This Is... I can't remember what I called it. Wait, let me just check what I called it. Oh, This Is the Life. This is the life. Because everything I did today was anxiety provoking. This is the life. So look out for the video. I'm putting it on tomorrow. Enjoy it. It'll be better than this, trust me. But I'll be back. I'll be back. Like, I'm going to have these weeks where I feel like crap. It just happens. Don't worry about it. We'll all be fine. Peace out. And I'll see you on week 7. Be good, take it easy, and I'll speak to you all soon.
Perfect.